The illusion of the impregnable fortress. In the specialized world of tactical survival and home defense, there exists a dangerous psychological trap: the fortress fallacy. We have all seen the images: 3-meter walls topped with razor wire, high-definition night vision cameras, and prominent "Beware of dog" or "armed owner" signage. To the casual observer sitting on a comfortable sofa watching survival documentaries, these measures appear responsible, even elite. You post a photo to a prepper group, receive digital validation, and sleep soundly believing you inhabit an unassailable stronghold. However, there is a fundamental, uncomfortable truth that the industry rarely discusses. Visible defense is an advertisement. In a true collapse scenario, where logic is eclipsed by desperation and hunger, every visible layer of security serves as a high-intensity beacon. That expensive tactical wall does not say, "Stay away." It broadcasts in high fidelity that the contents of the home are valuable enough to justify such extreme measures. It tells every desperate person on the street that you have food, clean water, and medicine. In a world where the infrastructure has failed and the authorities are no longer responding, the ostentation of security is an invitation to disaster, not a deterrent. The Gray Man Doctrine: hardening in silence. The most effective residential fortification is silent, real-world hardening of a position, the kind that protects families and the elderly, is designed to look like a boring Tuesday afternoon. This is the application of the Gray Man Doctrine to brick and mortar. The primary objective is to avoid being chosen as a target in the first place, and the second is to ensure that if an attempt is made, the failure of the intruder is a physical certainty. Internet forums often suggest biometric locks costing upwards of $1,000. Yet, cold criminal statistics reveal a much more mundane reality. Approximately 70% of successful home invasions are the result of a failure in the wooden door frame, the jamb, not the lock itself. Your expensive deadbolt is likely anchored into a thin strike plate held by half-inch factory screws into soft decorative wood. A single forceful kick from an amateur intruder will splinter the wood, rip the screws out, and swing the door wide open, leaving your expensive lock perfectly engaged in thin air. Structural reinforcement over gadgetry. The solution is more affordable than a pizza, but requires actual labor. The first step is replacing every factory screw in your hinges and strike plates with 3-inch, 8 centimeters hardened steel screws. These must penetrate past the decorative trim and bite deep into the structural masonry or the wall's king studs. In 30 minutes, the physics of your entryway changes completely, yet from the exterior, it looks like the same fragile door it has always been. For those seeking a higher tier of security, the answer lies in the security bar or drop bar. Forget the cinematic trope of wedging a chair under a doorknob. By installing heavy-duty steel brackets screwed directly into the wall studs and dropping a solid steel or hardwood bar across the door, you transfer the force of an impact directly to the building's skeleton. A human kick generates roughly half a ton of force. A well-anchored bar can easily absorb 2 tons. An aggressor can kick until their joints fail, but they are no longer fighting a lock. They are fighting the architecture of the building itself. This allows the defender to remain calm and uninvolved, letting pure physics hold the line. Invisible barriers, glass and signature control. The tactical Rambo often neglects glass or opts for unsightly steel bars that signal pawn shop vibes to looters. A superior, invisible alternative is high-gauge security window film. This polyester laminate is applied to the interior, holding shattered glass together like a reinforced spiderweb. While a standard window is a 2-second entry point, a filmed window requires several minutes of loud, exhausting, and highly visible labor to breach. Intruders loathe noise and duration. They will almost always move on to an easier target. Furthermore, true survival requires signature control, the military concept of managing the information your home leaks into the environment. When the grid goes down, silence and darkness are your best friends. The neighbor with the massive, roaring diesel generator is not a genius. He is a beacon in a sea of darkness, signaling his exact coordinates and the fact that he has fuel. The professional choice is silent power. lithium power stations, and foldable solar panels. They emit no fumes, no noise, and no thermal signature. This discipline must extend to aromatics and light discipline. The scent of cooking meat or seasoned vegetables can travel blocks in a neighborhood where no one has had a hot meal in days. In high-tension scenarios, one must cook low-odor foods and utilize blackout cue.